So how do we take a leap of faith? How do we not just learn and not just lean into our community and into others, but how do we actually leap into the unknown? Now, once again, we think we can do that through classes, mentoring, and events. So in the realm of classes, we want to offer a couple of classes that deal with how to be missional. How do I be intentionally relational and on mission with God in the places where I live, work, and play? And so we'll have classes like platforming, classes like tradecraft that will help us utilize where God has us in life, locally, nationally, and internationally, so that we can be on mission with Him. Now, the second way is really through mentoring. Now, in mentoring, we begin with Learn. And in Learn, it's basic mentoring. It's mentoring, just helping others life on life. In Lean, it was really about leadership, and in particular, life group leadership. Well, under this idea of Leap, it's something called Next. So we do mentoring for our elders in training. We want to do mentoring for those who are going to be perhaps full-time missionaries. We want to do mentoring for those who are taking that big leap of faith into other areas, maybe more of a full-time vocational area or a large role of leadership within the life of our church, campus pastoring and other things. So those are going to be mentoring processes that are reserved under our Leap category. But finally in Leap, we think that we can reach people through events. Now, what in the world does an event look like as it pertains to leaping out in faith? Well, it may look like a mission trip. You know, a major event for us, something we don't do very often in our lives, is to say, I'm going to go be on mission. And I'm going to go with a group from our church to one of our missionary partners around the world to help make disciples and plant churches. You play a vital role in that. In fact, our commitment, our desire is to see 80% plus of our church launched out to the nations so that we can partner with others to put a dent into nations as God chooses to work in and through us to expand His kingdom. And we want to do that not just to the nations abroad, but we want to do that locally. We want to do that nationally. You know, you don't always have to have a plane ticket in order to be on mission. In fact, mission really begins where you live, work, and play. And so if you look at some of our global materials, you can find most of the information as it relates to mission work, including ideas like time travel and discipleship under that moniker, really under this idea of leap and events within our connection system. So those are some of what we're covering. I hope that you take a huge leap of faith sometime in this next several years, that you go out on mission, that you're connected with a class, that perhaps some of you are even wrestling with God's call in your life to perhaps something beyond any realm of imagination that you were in just even a year before or 2 years before, that you just sense He is calling you to something very unique. And so we want to be a part of that journey because we care about where you're at. You know, we're a Grace Point, and we do seek to be points of grace in the places where we live, work, and play.